Hello and welcome back by Hopster Coding. Today we're gonna learn some stuff about the for loop. It's another loop besides the while loop. So let's get started with it. Let's make the main method, public static main void, not m void, void main. Yeah, there we go. So let's check the syntax of a for loop. The for loop, it's like the same as the if or the while, just the for and the parentheses. And then we got like 3 parts in it. So we got a part which has a counter in it. So if we check the while loop, we had to declare a counter ourselves, which holds how many times the code has been executed, how many times the loop has been started. So that's built in the for loop. So I'm going to say int counter is equal to 0. That's it's just gonna put the syntax right here. It's like the counter, then the statement, which keeps looping till the statement isn't true anymore. So and then that's why you count it up or count it down. It depends on how you start. If you start at 10 and you want to count to 0 or to 0, then you're going from counter minus minus instead of counter plus plus. So let's get started. A for loop. So we're gonna create a counter, int counter is equal to 0. That's our first part. Then we're gonna say if counter is less than 10. So the statement is counter is less than 10, and afterwards you're gonna say counter plus plus. So that's how the for loop works. So what you can do about this, it's actually the same as a while loop, but it has a built-in counter, which is pretty easy to use. So we're gonna say system.out.print the line, and you're gonna say print counter. So now it's just gonna count from 0 to 9 like the while loop did before. Actually that's all there is to say about the for loop. You can have also nested for loops. Let's see some examples for that. Say you want some rows and columns. So you have columns and some rows. Say you want to print out like some stuff. Let's see. Just delete that for a second. So in the for loop you want another for loop. You're just gonna nest them like int counter 1 2 is equal to 0. Counter 2 is less than 10. Counter 2 dot plus plus. Just like that. So now you got 2 for loops nested. So you're gonna execute the for loop once, and in that for loop is gonna execute this for loop 10 times. Then it's going to the next, and it's going to add 1 to this. So it's going to be 1. Then it's going to execute this code again for 10 times. This will loop 10 times again, and then we will go again to this. It will be number 2. So let's say you want to print something out. System.out.print. Instead of print line, I'm going to take print for a second. Let's print out a star. Oh, come on. Just like that. And yeah, I'm gonna print here print line, just an empty print line. So what's basically gonna happen, you're going to run this, it's going in this loop, then afterwards in this loop. This is going to print a star 10 times in the same row because it's a print without a new line. And then after the 10 stars is going to go to this code and to make an empty print line and go to the next line, and then this code will be executed again. So let's see what we got. So, oh, we got some stars like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So now we got a field of 9 on 9 stars. Now that's basically how nested loops works. You can also print some numbers if you want. You can go into 2, so you can see the numbers. Like I said, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 9. Yeah, that's basically how it works. You can make as many for loops in each other as you want, but keep in mind the runtime will be longer, because every single time it has to loop 10 times for this one. So if I put another loop inside this, it will be 10 times in this loop, and then 10 times this loop, so it will be 100 times executed before one adding to here. So actually it will execute 1000 times the same loop in the 3 for loops if you will count up to 10. So that's basically how for loops works. So I hope you learned something from it. Like and subscribe, maybe share with your friends if you want to learn some too. And yeah, try something out, let me know how it went. Bye.